Let's go next to Alex from California. Alex, welcome.
Hey David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey David, so have you covered the 60-minute interview from Joe Biden and about Taiwan?
I covered the interview in terms of Biden saying that the pandemic is over. I did not cover the Taiwan piece. I was so busy early in the week that I didn't even watch the entire interview. I just did a story on the COVID part.
Okay, so I'm curious because every time Joe Biden says something about Taiwan, like if China invades, we're going to send troops, but every time that happens, it always seems that the White House always backpedals and say, "Oh, we don't know about that," or "Oh, we don't stand by that." What do you think about that?
I think it's typical posturing. It's you say something, the president says something a little hawkish, and then when there's a request for a clarification, you sort of walk back a little bit and say it's not our intent or it's not what was meant. I think that is completely standard political posturing to sort of keep those that you consider your adversaries a little bit unbalanced, where it's not totally clear exactly what they're willing to do. It's like a minor version of when Putin talks about launching nukes. I think it's just typical posturing. It's politics.
Right. So, if let's say somehow or for some reason China does invade Taiwan,
Yes.
do you believe that America should step in with their like not just like what sending funding to Taiwan, but like sending troops, like American troops to like help out Taiwan?
I am not ready at this point in time to say that the US should get involved militarily in defense of Taiwan against China. I believe that China would be wrong to invade Taiwan, of course, but I am very careful about declaring support for American military interventions. So right now, I can't tell you that I would support that. I would have to study the issue more.
That's fair, but like I feel like if China does invade Taiwan, I feel like that would set like a bad precedent if America doesn't do something because like Ukraine is doing well because we're sending a bunch of aid to their way, but in the case of like China and Taiwan, I feel like this is like a really different
Yeah, the
situation. No?
scale is completely different and the circumstances are completely different. Listen, I agree. I think that military action would ideally happen in coalition. And I am not at this point ready to say that I would say, yes, the US needs to get in there.
One final thing. Do you believe that people are comparing like the China Taiwan situation to Russia and Ukraine and saying how Russian is doing poorly and how things are not going in Russia's favor during the war, and people believe that that might reflect or might be the same situation if China invades Taiwan because
I
they
think that it is a totally different situation. I do not think it is logical to extrapolate from how Ukraine is doing, how Taiwan would do. I don't think that that would be a fair a fair assumption.
okay. So that's fair. That's all, David. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, thank you, Alex from California. Very important declaration.